Toxic masculinity. It's constantly mentioned in the news, the media, politics, academia, and probably even your place of work. But what started off as a noble effort to go after the worst men has morphed into a crusade against all forms of masculinity. You see this sort of thing promoted by Hollywood liberal celebrities. The same people who labeled Harvey Weinstein a feminist hero and praised him for decades, Obama even had his daughter working for him, now refer to any semblance of masculinity as immoral and toxic. And that's just wrong. People like Harvey Weinstein, weak men who prey on those beneath them, are not embodiments of masculinity. They're the exact opposite. I mean, just look at them. True masculinity can be found in strong male role models. It's people like George Washington and Winston Churchill who refused to bow down to tyranny and were willing to fight for their country till the bitter end. It's Andrew Carnegie and Henry Ford who transformed the United States into an economic powerhouse, created countless jobs, and then donated fortunes to charity. It's the guys who built the Empire State Building without any safety equipment so that they could put food on their families' tables. It's the Wright brothers and the Apollo 11 crew who risked their lives to propel humanity to new frontiers that we didn't know we could reach. It's Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela who put their lives at risk to liberate the oppressed. And Oskar Schindler, the German industrialist who risked everything to save 1,000 Jews in the Holocaust. True masculinity and strong male role models are what we need more than anything today. And if you don't believe me, just look at what the studies say about children who have grown up without it. Here are some facts. The vast majority of kids in juvenile prisons are from homes without a father present. Both boys and girls who come from fatherless homes are significantly more likely to suffer from depression, anxiety, and unrestrained aggressive behavior. 3 out of every 4 kids being treated at substance abuse centers come from fatherless homes. 90% of the youth in the United States who run away from home or become homeless come from a fatherless home. 63% of kids who commit suicide didn't have a father in their home. Children who live without their fathers are on average more likely to be abused and more likely to be in abusive relationships as adults. They are also more likely to drop out of school and have worse academic performance than kids who had dads in their homes growing up. So the data is 100% clear on this. People who have the most problems in life as children and later as adults often did not grow up with a masculine, strong male role model in the house. What we need right now, more than anything, is not weak men who abandon their families or beta soy boys who lack courage, great work ethic, independent thinking, wear 3 masks to enter the grocery store, and pounce around like pathetic little sheep who are afraid to offend anyone or speak truth that might make them unpopular. What we need are strong men who embody the virtues of masculinity, and those guys are far from toxic. Our future and civilization literally depends on them. Like this video, follow me, Ashton, on YouTube, check out my podcast, Electile Dysfunction, and go to genbiz.com for more great content.